We're in the reuse warehouse now. We are in front of some doors, which are a very important part of what reuse does. Tell us about the doors, Keith.
Sure. Doors are one of our most popular donations. So right now we're trying to manage storing more doors and distributing them to the nonprofit communities. This here is about 3 tons of solid core, high quality mahogany veneer doors from a city parks project. The city of Houston is actually one of the biggest participants in bringing materials in so that we can donate them to nonprofit organizations.
So these were doors that used to be in a park or in some sort of city building or something?
It was in a city building where the Parks Department, their management occupied. So that building was rebuilt, and instead of throwing this into the landfill, one of the project managers called us up, and Gilbane Construction Company came in and brought them in a panel truck. And so that's about 3 tons that came in last week.
Now the next question's got to be, Keith, what are you going to do with 3 tons worth of doors?
Okay, well, we have an outreach program to just really get the word out. There are, I don't know how many thousands of nonprofit organizations in the area, and they don't have to be from Houston. They can be from as far away as they can come from anywhere, really. But these doors can be used either as doors again, they're in good condition, or they can be taken by art students, architecture students, and reused for some other purpose, or used as a desk. Someone was looking at doors the other day to make a desk out of. They make very good desks. A couple of file cabinets, a nice mahogany door. Put your computer on it, you're ready to go.
Desk and a pension, of course, used for just normal doors later on.
Or yes, or used as doors, that's right. And these doors they're so heavy, they're so substantial, an engineering student could figure out how to do building framing with just doors alone. There are enough doors here to make a building if they can, just work out the details. So,
all right, well, there's a lot more to take a look at. Let's get going.
All right. Once again, this came from the city of Houston. This is the lay-in acoustic ceiling, and it's in very good shape and can be reused. So if anyone has a drop ceiling in their nonprofit, we have the air registers, the diffusers up there. Also, this material can be used for some other purpose, like a sound studio. It has excellent sound transmission qualities. It insulates sound very well. So you could line the walls and build a studio from this. And
so this is really sort of a repository for building supplies for the nonprofit community in Houston. I mean, you could do any number of things with the stuff that you have here.
That's right. Earlier, Richard Klein with the Monarch School is here. He works with children who have neurological differences. He has an 11-acre property that he wants to build garden sheds, actually rolling garden sheds, where the kids will participate in moving them around. And we're talking about having them come in here under safe circumstances with the safety glasses and the gloves. We'll work all of the details out. But they can actually do some of, building things or taking things apart here. And, they'll learn to work together and also build something out at their school from material that comes from here. Yeah.
Take another look around.
Okay. We have crates and crates and crates of high quality, double glazed. This is probably a PPG glass. It's a commercial glass that would go into a high rise or a big storefront in a mall. And so to the right, a nonprofit who has a building project where they can frame these out. This is actually thousands of dollars worth of reusable glass. It's insulated, it's good for sound. We have more crates of it over here.
There's just tons of glass. And glass is not cheap. Glass is expensive. It takes a lot of energy to produce, so it's sort of taxing on the environment. Mm-hmm. But all of this has just been thrown away at another reused warehouse.
Glass like this is being thrown into landfills all the time. So we're just really scratching the surface of what gets thrown away that can be reused. It's not really that hard to find. The people who brought this here did a great effort, but it's not. There's more of this that's being thrown away, so we need to reuse more of it for sure. a veterinarian who runs a nonprofit spay and neuter facility wants to use some of this glass to build a surgical center, like an interior wall where they can see the surgery that's going on from the other parts of the clinic. So she'll have to frame for this glass. She'll have to build for it, but she can. Hopefully, she can reuse it, and we definitely want her to do that.
All right, Keith, this is a pretty big tool shed here. How many people work at the warehouse?
Well, currently we have 2 paid employees working here, and that is myself and Dave Barrows. And Dave works in the warehouse here. He organizes a lot of the material and runs the forklift. We do have extra tools here because we're in an effort to organize volunteers to do projects such as deconstruction out in the city. So already the home builder I mentioned earlier, Justin Gordon, has given us 2 entire houses in Oak Forest to deconstruct. And he gave us enough time to work on them. So we're just getting started, but we're in the process of having a crew ready to come in with pry bars and hammers and different tools to peel material off of these buildings. Lots of cedar siding. There's a company that actually takes shingles from the roofs of residential houses and melts down the asphalt and turns it into asphalt parking lots. So they reuse the asphalt from the roofs. If we can disassemble the decking from the roof, take the trusses out of these houses, the framing. There's also the siding on the outside, doors on the inside of the house, the cabinets in the kitchen, oak flooring can be reused. There are a lot of contractors actually reusing the oak flooring from the houses, and many of the demolition contractors are reusing a lot of the materials already. And we would like to track that and make sure that tonnage is recorded so that we can see that certain materials are being taken out. But this is a lot of these tools we use here. Dave is able to repair a lot of the cabinetry and such that comes in. But we've got tools ready to go for the crews that we're organizing to capture materials out there before it goes in the landfill.
Okay.
Right.